General public comment, please. Sir.
My name is Garrett, and I would like to allocate my time to...
Could you speak into the microphone, sir?
My name is Garrett Vanna, and I would like to allocate my time to my advocate.
What do you mean advocate? Are you disabled, sir? You can...
Yeah, he has accommodations.
Okay.
So,
What's your
ladies
name?
and gentlemen, my name is Chillita Castro. I have a very famous YouTube channel called Delete Laws. I'm here specifically because of the tyrannical behavior of the prosecutor in this county. And I don't fly away. I'm from Southern California. I don't fly off, but Lauren Wickman is about to cost you guys. This whole meeting's been about money. This woman's about to cost you guys at least $50,000 because we're filing a federal civil rights lawsuit against her because what she's done, and I have this all on video. The gentleman standing back here is named Garrett Vanette. He's what you call a First Amendment auditor. What he does is when you get pulled over by the police, he films you. He films what's going on because as we've seen in America, the police are attacking people, putting them in torture cuffs, dragging them off to a dungeon. And today's jails are not like we saw when we were kids on TV. I'm a Gen Xer. I'm almost 50. A lot of you remember, the missus would bring you cobbler inside of the jail. No, it's a total dungeon where they treat you horrifically bad. Lauren Wickman, what she has done is she's colluded with the Tardif family. Todd Tardif, Cole Tardif, and sister Paige Tardif. Now, we FOIA'd Paige Tardif's emails, and what you're going to find is it's deprivation of rights 242 and 243. What should happen is Lauren Wickman, along with Cole Tardif, Todd Tardif, and Paige Tardif, should be prosecuted under U.S. Code 18 because this is deprivation of rights under the color of law. The most important thing you guys have to remember, I'm going to list all the videos. I'm going to put them all on my channel so you can see them. But the most important thing you guys have to understand is this is a malicious prosecution. From the 2022 case of Thompson versus Clark, when a prosecutor maliciously targets somebody wrongly, then that's a malicious prosecution. And that's what we'll be filing the federal civil rights lawsuit under. I have a lawyer up here in Michigan who's going to help me file that lawsuit. I'm an advocate. I'm a journalist. I'm a constitutional law scholar. Now, here is Garrett Vanette's entire crime. You see what he's doing right there? That's his entire crime. There's no weeping babe. There's no damaged party. There's no one out of money. There's nobody hurt, nobody injured. Cole Tardif targeted him. Let me give you the rundown. So in 2021, in June, Garrett Vanette was pulled over for avoiding a car accident. He went around a median, and the cop pulled him over and gave him a 12-point ticket. It went to court. He lost. Garrett won the case. He got a 4-point ticket, and the judge was annoyed with the cop because the cop was being what I call a JBTP. I'll refrain from it, but you guys can look it up.
Thank you.
Okay, just trying to be respectful while we have a public meeting here. I don't have any respect for police. I've done this for 20 years, and what I've seen time and time again is that most cops treat people totally unjustly, totally unfairly, and it's your kids, and it's my kids, and it's our friends and family that these cops are hurting with those torture cuffs. So I have 3 more minutes after this because I'm going to go next. So I'm just speaking for him right now. So on June in 2021, he gets a 12-point ticket by Quaylen. His name's Quaylen from Delta County Sheriff's Office. So after June, on July 4th, they literally break into Garrett's house and they tow his cars away on Main Street. No ticket, no nothing. They just towed his cars away. One of the cars they towed to a parking lot right around the corner. The other one they put in the impound lot. No ticket. Has anybody here have your car towed without a ticket before? I flew here from Southern California because there's videos of these things. This isn't something I'm making up. I can prove it. You can watch it on my channel called Delete Laws on YouTube. So then Garrett, after that, after July 4th of 2021, begins to audit police as he's seen me do, as he's seen thousands of people around the country do. Then in July 11th of 2022, outside of his work, he's working at UPHB, the Doctor's Park, John Lemire stalks him. He stalks him and he follows him. And he said, because Garrett looks at him and he gives him what we call the bird. I'll refrain. I'll just show you the action of what he gave him. And then he stalks him. He goes up to him and says, give me some ID. As you know, you have a 4th Amendment right from unreasonable searches and seizures. And Garrett says, I'm not going to give you the ID. I see the video. I have a huge channel. I cover it. It goes viral. Millions of people watch it. Lauren Wickman's embarrassed. So is Todd Tardif. Now, what happens after that? July 13th, he audits more cops. 14th, he audits more cops. Goes to the Michigan State Police Department. July 15th, tries to get a complaint form. Can't get one from Janice. August 10th, Todd Tardif, Cole Tardif's dad. He audits him and films him. films him. Todd Tardiff doesn't like it. Then on September 8th, he sees the coppers. He gives them the bird again. This guy's named Grubel. And then that video again goes viral. So what happened? What does Lauren Wickman do? Lauren Wickman then colludes with the Tardiff family to charge him with a felony. They charge him with a felony because the very next day, on November 28th, I'm sorry, a couple months later, Cole Tardiff arrests him for doing exactly what he's doing right now. That's his felony crime. There it is. This is his felony crime. That's why I came here from Southern California. You can't charge a man with a felony looking at a year in prison for holding a camera. You want to charge him with disorderly or something, I get it. You know what I'm saying? If he's in the way, okay, I'm agreeable. But I'm not agreeable with the felon. Lauren Wickman is going to cost all of you guys thousands of dollars because I have a very famous saying that everybody knows. I say, we don't stop. And I will never stop. This woman is costing your people, and the word we use is tyrant. You cannot charge someone with a felony for holding a camera. So then we're getting Paige Tardiff works as an assistant for Lauren Wickman. Paige Tardiff is Cole Tardiff's sister. There's his crime. You're looking at it, folks. Do you want me to file a lawsuit against this county? We have to pay $50,000 to start to defend it. And what I do specifically when I work with attorneys, we file motion after motion after each motion costs between $400 and $1,200. Lauren Wickman, anybody who runs against her, I will promote on my channel and I will support. This cannot stand. And the commissioners, you guys should end this prosecution.
State your name, please.
My name is Chili DeCastro. The name of my channel is Delete Laws with a Z. Delete Laws with
I'm
a
going to
Z.
allow your 3 minutes. Go ahead.
Okay. No, I think that was both of my 3 minutes. I think that was both of my 3 minutes. I do think.
Order. I apologize. That was my mistake. Stop. All right. I made a mistake. I accept that.
I mean, she's a tyrant.
All right. And thank you, sir, very much.
It's that simple. Thank you.
That was my error. I apologize. Don't attack him. Very good. General public comment. General public comment.
Teresa Ross.
Hold up, Teresa, please. I need it quiet for Ms. Ross. Thank you.
This is working, yes, yeah. I'm Teresa Ross, Ford River Township. This time, I'm not fighting for access to Zoom, but I'd like Mr. View to know his suggestion to include funding in the new budget did not go unnoticed. Mr. Moyle, ignoring Mr. View's suggestion, also did not go unnoticed, especially when he mentioned future conversations with his newly hired attorney, could be via Zoom. But on the positive note, this was also printed in tonight's paper. The reason I'm standing here now is to express my utmost pride in the citizens of Delta County. The support shown while circulating recall petitions has been overwhelming. Many citizens sought us out by attending public signing events, sending emails, texts, and making phone calls. While soliciting door-to-door, we are warmly welcomed. To give you an example, in Escanaba Township alone, almost 50% of registered voters signed the recall. I especially want to thank former Administrator Emily DeSalvo. Emily's courage to publicly question the ethics of this board was the catalyst that lit a fire. Many positive changes in Delta County are the direct result. More people are attending meetings and watching them on YouTube, despite not being able to make public comments. We have a new Soil and Conservation Board, thank you, that is bringing transparency to the community. We have more of the community interested in local politics and actively participating. We have local media outlets keeping citizens informed. We are feeling a sense of unity despite political party. We are feeling a sense of pride. All of this because one person had the courage to stand up. In my opinion, Emily DeSalvo is the hero Delta County needed. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. General public comment. General public comment.
Cheryl Corbier, can you hear me with this microphone?
You might want to lean into it a bit, please.
Is that better?
Yes.
I just walked in on the meeting. I missed the whole thing and there was so much I wanted to hear and I'm sorry that I missed it. And while I don't challenge what this person, whatever his name was, Castro, had to say, I really am upset with the way the board did not intervene. You have a policy that items on the agenda or the people speaking have to be on items that the board has control over and that they can act on. What does that have to do with the board? He continually addressed the crowd. In the past, you have chastised people. Address the board, address the board. Don't look at the crowd. He made reference to vulgar language and gestures, and in the past, other people have done that, and you have chastised them. You kept saying you're going to do decorum, and you want to hold the standards. What happened? What I just saw was a horrible display of acceptance by bad behavior. Thank you.
Thank you. General public comment, please. General public comment.
Where you start behind the first.
Mr. Godfrey, welcome.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Brian Godfrey. I reside in Gladstone. I'm the president of Upper Michigan Gun Owners Association. We'll get to that paper in a second. In the last 4 weeks, I have traveled over 3,000 miles and spoke in front of thousands of people in the state of Michigan. I've been a special guest speaker at many different areas throughout Lower Michigan, Upper Michigan, been in dozens of different counties. One of the biggest problems I'm having is I'm there for one reason, and the one thing that I get bombarded with is the chaos, the hate, and the falling apart of this county. Every single time I was just in Lower Michigan, same thing happened. We are now the laughing stock of Michigan. Everywhere we go, I'm disappointed in the board. I'm disappointed in people that are in the crowd out in public that are bringing, fake news, whatever else, however it goes. It's embarrassing for me to be a part of this, and a place that I'm proud of. Some of the things that, one of the things I've taught my kids is don't let your emotions dictate your actions, or you're stuck with whatever you said and did. Some of the other things I've always taught my kids is if you have to backstab, gossip, start trouble to get a position, you're not worth that position in the first place. Our organization is starting a film division. A film division is going to go forward. We are going to end up at all of your meetings everywhere. Doesn't matter where it goes. We're going to actually cover all of them. We're going to start covering the good, the bad, the ugly, not only off this board, anybody running. We're going to cover this position on this petition. The reason why you got this paper in front of you, I was shopping about 2 weeks ago. Somebody called me over. I don't really know this person. Handed me this and said, hey, listen, I was just told that I need to sign this petition because 2 people on the board were in collusion with kidnapping Gretchen Whitmer. And so they asked me if that was true. And I said, not that I'm aware of. And so this was one of the tactics that were used. I don't hardly know this person. This is what they told me. The second thing they said was that they were going to remove the Second Amendment Sanctuary County. Well, our organization is 1,000 plus, and I'm going to guarantee in the future that anybody moving forward is going to make sure that they go through us before they get here, because we're tired of it. We want to be proud of Delta County. I'm sick and tired of walking into other counties and have to explain the action of this county. For the one thing that they have said is this board is about to implode. They can't keep control of the meetings. I've heard that so many times. That's embarrassing. So moving forward, I just ask that the people on the board, people in the public, if we could try to make Delta County something we can be proud of again and work together a little bit more. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Godfrey. General public comment, please. General public comment.
Hello, good evening. I think some of you probably remember me. I'm Judy Adamini. And I would like to address the gentleman that stood up here and spoke about police officers. You call when you need help.
Calm down.
Who-
No,
How
we can't
dare you.
maintain. Stop.
How dare you?
Ms. Adamini, please, I'll try to deal with the crowd, please. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
right,
You
please,
won't
sir, don't.
intimidate me, honey.
Please don't interact.
I have a son who had served the public so honorably as a police officer. And I was just sickened to hear everyone painted with the same brush. Yes, there are some that are awful, and I'm really sorry for the experience that your friend had. That shouldn't have happened. But think about this, and think about this long and hard. Who do you call when you need help? Who do you call when you need help? And I really resent the fact, sitting here and knowing the experiences that my son had and how many people he helped and the lives that he saved, putting his own in jeopardy. And please, think long and hard before you group everyone in the same category. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. General public comment, please. General public comment, please. Ma'am, please have a seat. Sir, can you please have a seat? Thank you. General,
He's breaking the rules. We're being sorted out. Please follow the rules.
Dave, have a seat, please. Guys, if I have to recess the meeting, please be seated. Please be seated. Folks, I will have to recess the meeting if you can't.
He's not following the rules.
Nobody is right now. All right. Please refrain from speaking to the speaker during quiet. I appreciate it. General public comment? Sorry, Chris.
Christine Williams, Ford River Township. I'm going to summarize some of Representative Dave Preston's words because he is absolutely spot on. Every single person in this community and this board should be aware of what's going on with House Bills 5120 through 5123. So there are 4 bills that give control to the Michigan Public Service Commission. And in that control, they are taking away the local control that we currently have. And Dave Preston said, and I'm just going to summarize, that the people who have created these bills they're basically fulfilling an agenda on the backs of rural America. And they absolutely are. Rural Michigan should keep their local control, and we should be looking into what these bills pertain to, how they would be used against us. And I can tell you right now that the Michigan Public Service Commission does not have local landowners in the best interests. They have their own selves in their best interests. So please look at those bills and be aware of what's going on.
Thank you. General public comment, please. General public comment.